So I don't know what that has to do with anything, but I'm looking back at my notes. Do you remember blonde hair?
I remember Rapunzel.
Helen
Oh.
talked about very early on in the story, because remember Simon liked blondes.
That's right, I do remember that.
But I don't know how to search that anymore.
Could you search blonde?
Oh, you know what? We probably could just search blonde. One more.
5. Okay.
This other person doesn't exist.
Hmm.
I don't know what the blonde wig is, but it could be anything.
Wig.
Have you looked at the cat flap?
What the fuck is
Cat flap?
Well, hold on, this is British, so that could be anything.
It could be anything. Oh, there's a couple on the cat flap.
Alright.
No, they were shut. Most of the windows were really hard to open anyway.
Of course.
It's stifling in summer.
That's a lot.
They were painted over by my dad.
That's a good man.
Could have left a door open accidentally. Or there's a cat flap in the back door.
The fuck is a cat flap?
Oh, it's like those little kitty doors or doggy doors.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, but more dramatic to say, what the fuck is a cat flap?
My parents had a cat before they died called Domino. It was this little black thing with white dots.
Oh,
We
phone
never
in the
did anything
background.
about the cat flap, but if you were thin, you could maybe squeeze through it.
Well, you and your sister are both thin. I don't know if Helen's thin or not.
I mean, she looks tall, but also thin.
Wig? Because she mentioned the wig. Oh my god, there's a lot on the wig.
Nice job. Good job.
A wig? You mean,
The blonde wig?
what type of wig?
The blonde wig. I mean,
Yeah,
the blonde wig.
Blonde wig. Can I just talk to her?
I've never worn a wig. What kind of wig?
Blonde wig. I said that.
Why does she keep saying what kind of wig?
No. The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents.
Of course. Makes sense.
There was no way I could follow. So we were separated again.
Well, because you didn't deserve it.
I stayed in the attic. It was hard.
That's where you belonged.
It's like I suddenly didn't exist.
You don't.
I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognized me, I started wearing a wig.
Uh-oh.
Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant,
Who the fuck is Hannah?
but I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers, drunk guys I'd met in clubs,
That's all that would fuck you anyway.
parks and alleyways. I was 17.
Worthless.
It felt like I was being punished. But it was Hannah who had betrayed us. I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD.
You deserve it.
Oh. She got an STD.
She did. And
When we
she
met
shook
up,
her
it was
hair.
disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier. I don't know how to look sometimes.
Crack whore.
We talked about what to do. Was it
Obviously,
time to
fuck more
become our own
guys.
people? I mean, that seemed like the right thing to do, but neither of us wanted it.
Serious?
We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan.
That would never work out.
I don't under why does she want
Before
them
we
to...
move on to any further videos, have you noticed that there's a phone in the background of this video and the previous one we just watched?
No.
Am I making that up in my head, or...
You mean a phone sound?
Yeah, like a ringing phone.
After the
No,
wedding,
there's the lights
Hannah
flickering.
moved in with his
I don't know if maybe you're catching just part of that audio coming through.
I thought I heard it in audio, like an actual 1995 sounding phone ringing.
Oh, I did not hear. I heard you say phone in the background, but I thought you meant like at your place there was a phone that was going
No,
off.
definitely not. Can we just watch the shorter of the two again?
Yeah, with this one, yeah.
This other person doesn't exist. I don't know what the blonde wig is, but it could be anything. Have you looked at the cat flap?
Okay, so that actually wasn't the previous one, I don't think.
No, I think it was longer than that.
That's a
More than
4
4
second
seconds.
one.
No, I've never worn a wig. What kind of wig?
It's not there. How
Maybe
about
I'm
this
nuts.
one?
A wig? You mean... What type of wig?
No, I got nothing.
Okay, there's no phone sound. I don't know where I heard
This
that phone.
was 9, about 9. I went round and she was waiting for me. She was furious and so angry. The kind of anger you can only have towards yourself. We screamed at each other, argued, cried, we fought. I hit her back, left a bruise. I had my wig on from performing, she tore it off. Eventually, we grew tired of fighting and I left.
So Blonde, I wonder if this Helen character, how many videos were on Helen? Only 2. So Helen must not have much to do with this.
But what was the other one that began with an H? There was
Uh,
Helen and
Helen, Hannah,
Hannah. That was the other one.
yeah,
How many videos
just
do we have for Hannah?
a lot. I mean,
Oh,
because she's
STD has more than we've seen.
Hannah's got 18 total,
Okay.
but STD's got 1 more.
I was living in the attic.
Uh-huh.
It was a very hard time. I was depressed, was still pretty sick of the STD. And I came down one morning and they were dead.
Wait, they?
They were in bed and both had been sick. They'd thrown up a lot. And I'd slept through it. The police said it was mushrooms they ate.
Mushrooms?
Dad was a mushroom expert. I mean, he used to take us picking with him and he taught us how to recognize them. There's no way you would have picked death caps. But the police believe that's what happened. They never even looked in the attic.
So is this trying to insinuate that there's more to their parents' death than... Huh. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh.
I'm just thinking.
Mushrooms? Couple new on shrooms.
Okay. Fair enough.
The whole thing was wrong. The bags, I think they were from our kitchen, you can probably check that. We never go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need. Dad used to grow mushrooms there. The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape, but I think it was ours.
That's a weird clip.
So, her father put things in the cellar, but stuffed her in the attic?
Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
He grew mushrooms down there. You know, can't grow good mushrooms with somebody living there.
Well, obviously not if they're a scumbag.
They said it was food poisoning. There was something in the food they ate. My dad liked to pick mushrooms, grow them too. They said it was the mushrooms. It was hard to believe. Death caps. They have a skirt around the cap. My dad taught me that.
Mhm.
But, I mean, the police had no reason to think it was suspicious. They lived alone. And no one had any reason to hurt them.
But they didn't live alone.
Right. There was a daughter in the attic and mushrooms
Right.
in the basement, right?
Right.
And so then who lived alone? her mother and father, or her father and husband?
The cops thought the mother and father lived alone because she was in the attic, and she said they never even checked the attic for her there.
Right, but there was a daughter who definitely lived in the attic.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, she admitted that she lived in the attic when they died, and she didn't even wake up. Death caps. We already watched everything on that. Homicide. Damn it.
Damn. We've searched murder?
Search
yeah,
what?
Of course, murder was the first one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, murder was the very first one that was there.
Have we searched attic and cellar?
I don't believe we've actually searched attic and cellar. Ooh, food poisoning's got one more.
Nice.
And then we'll look up attic and cellar.
At the time they said it was poison, food poisoning. I mean, I felt so guilty. If I'd still been at home, maybe I could have done something. I didn't.
That didn't help. We might have searched attic, but we didn't search cellar.
So the one without the tattoo said that it was food poisoning and she wished she could have done something, right?
Correct.
Okay. So now we're searching cellar.
Cellar, right.
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Sam's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed, and I never had the heart to throw out.
Mm-hmm. So she's
I suddenly remembered that when I looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags.
Bin bags.
Fuck is a bin
garbage. I'm assuming
Pulled them
garbage.
open.
Mm-hmm.
Saw the body.
Saw the body.
Hmm.
I screamed, and that's when I called the police.
And this was on June 27th. Do we have any interviews from earlier than June 27th?
June 18th.
Okay, good point.
We have interviews.
Yeah. And this is
The
June
30th.
Okay.
Fine, considering.
Why does she have two cups? That's been bothering me.
I got back into the house today. That was weird, knowing your people have been there through my things. It's like I've been burned. I mean, worse, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Obviously worse.
I haven't lived in the cellar yet. They sent a cleaner in. As good as new, he said. But they had to throw some stuff out. Couldn't get the blood out.
In the cellar?
Blood
the
in
hell
the
happened
cellar?
in the
So
cellar?
we can get a date set for the funeral.
Coroner.
It's going to be a cremation.
Cremation.
So,
Who's getting cremated?
So something
And-
happened in the cellar because there was the body parts in the bin bags.
Right, she said that. And then she said they hired a cleaner?
Yeah, and they're gonna have a cremation.
And they're gonna have a And have we searched son and daughter yet?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Here, let's look at one.
Because we know one of them
We
at
have
least
very
miscarried,
quickly.
if not both.
we hardly had to
Right.
talk to each other. We agreed almost silently.
Uh-huh.
The baby was what mattered.
Right, and the baby's
We'd
dead.
help each other.
Well, no, it might be the baby that
We
she's
cleaned
pregnant
up.
with.
Oh,
We
Whoa.
bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone.
okay. So she
We
killed
took
her
them down to the
twin.
cellar. We knew we had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We
What?
wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it,
Uh-huh.
rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it. The watch, that was my touch, to make sure the alibi stuck.
Wait a
Whoa!
minute, there was a watch earlier.
There was a watch earlier. She basically just admitted that her and her sister did this together.
Her and somebody murdered somebody, is what she just basically admitted.
Yes.
And hid the body in the cellar.
Right.
We don't know if her and her husband murdered the sister or her and her sister murdered the husband.
Shit chat.
Chit chat? What the fuck is a chit chat? Oh.
How's it going down there? You done?
We've been at this for about 2 hours, so getting there.
Close? Wait. I can't type in this chit chat window.
Enter. What does the X do?
X. No, nothing. Oh, the X on this?
Mm-hmm.
Just closes it. What the frick? Hold on, I want to look up the body first.
Have we been looking at clips for so long this game thinks we should have figured it out by now?
I think this is part of what the end game feature is I read about, is somebody will ask you if you solved the case, and when you say yes, it ends the game. But you in theory can say yes before you know. But that was probably one of those.
Still have 2 suspects. Mm-hmm.
Well, right, that was one of those clips that probably triggers it. That she seems to be admitting that her and somebody else hid this body, but it was brought about in a very weird way. We just looked up cellar.
Yeah.
The bruise.
And we've looked up glacier.
I have a really fast metabolism, so stuff like that just comes and goes.
Mm-hmm.
The bruises come and go from fast metabolism?
I don't know if there's much more that I can tell you.
Well, that would make sense if you were a nurse professional.
I found the body.
I murdered it?
His body. Didn't look real.
Of course.
This is June 27th.
Okay.
His throat.
Uh-huh. Sorry?
It looked like his throat had been cut.
That would be obvious.
And I didn't see his glasses. He has these thick glasses.
Uh-huh.
He doesn't always wear it.
Doesn't always wear his thick glasses.
So maybe this is probably after. So she might not have had anything to do with this still. She could have just been the one that found the body.
Yeah, she said she found the body, and his thick glasses, he didn't always wear them. And this was on June 27th?
That was on June 27th, yeah.
So, days before the polygraph.
Yes. But whether it was the same person or not, I don't know.
We do not know.
Can you imagine?
No.
I tried. I tried to get pregnant too, but it didn't happen.
I thought it did happen.
I slept with so many boys.
Oh.
Men. My body refused.
Obviously.
I think my period stopped because hers had.
Because you're a whore.
Yes.
I was pretty. I mean, how could we stay the same now? I felt like Hannah had really fucked things up. Set us down separate paths. We had become different.
That was it?
Well, actually, that meant a lot. So, she said Hannah had gotten pregnant and sent them down different paths, which means that she's Eve. Hannah was married to Simon, and Simon was impregnated Hannah with a baby.
Right.
And Eve was unable to get pregnant no matter how many guys she slept with, because she admitted that she was a whore.
But she did get pregnant.
Did Eve admit that she got pregnant?
Yeah, when she had the affair with Simon.
Uh-huh. Because Simon's just that prolific.
I don't...
So wait, and we can only see 5 at a time no matter how many hits we get off of a search, right?
Right.
Oh, hey, we got a lot of results on this.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what... Where do we go to...
What do we get from Simon again? Oh.
I mean, we've watched them all, but
okay,
there's a lot.
never mind.
61 entries.
Have we searched pregnant?
Ooh, how about knife?
Oh, no.
Oh, pregnant might be good.
Knife and pregnant, both.
Oh,
hey,
we got a
three
lot
new
of new
ones.
pregnant ones.
I got pregnant.
Uh-huh.
Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married.
Because you fucked your sister's husband.
Well, no, this is
Oh.
before when the parents were still alive. So this was the actual wife.
Okay.
Yes, I'm fine.
And we don't know who this is.
I won't
No.
see again. It's
Wait.
happened some days.
But she's acting like she has morning sickness.
She
I'm
is.
pregnant.
Oh, well, or she just told us she's
Or
pregnant.
It's morning
Yep, that
sickness.
that too.
Good work.
All right.
So she's pregnant currently.
But we don't know who it is.
Well, yes.
Name.
He found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant.
Who are
Okay.
She's got her arm covered. And
Knife.
Oh, good.
Because she said that throat was cut.
Right.
Well, she has a knife. She's been cooking. I guess she's been cooking him his favourite meal. She's his wife. And he's asleep and she doesn't want to wake him because he's ill. That's why she's sad. Because he's ill and he might die. It's kind of a sad story, so I'm not sure how it ends.
Okay.
Mother wanted me to grow my hair long, but I kept cutting it myself. I wanted to look like my reflection. She always had short hair when she was little. Mother would hide the scissors, but I would find a way. Cut it with a bread knife, something like that. My reflection would always leave her house and go on adventures, but I never could. Mother taught me at home, and I had books and TV. Oh, TV was magical, but it was only on when it wanted to be, so I spent a lot of time reading books.
Okay.
So she just said that her reflection would go out and have adventures that she wished she could have.
Yeah, I'm assuming
And
she's
her-
talking about her sister.
I assume so. Her twin sister.
Reflection.
You got two more. Okay.
Yes. The first time we saw each other, it was strange. We both realised at the same moment, I think. We must have seen each other before, but there was this instant when we first realised it wasn't a reflection. The reflection was staring back. I think I was 5. It was my birthday. My reflection was wearing a party hat and waving. I knew what party hats were from books. And it suddenly occurred to me, today must be my birthday. I waved back and we just spent ages waving at each other and copying each other's movements.
Okay.
Interesting.
I wanted to see my reflection. I thought that if I touched her, something would happen. We would become one. One girl. The fairy tale was over, the witch was dead, and I'd be restored to my rightful place.
Okay. I don't.
So clearly,
Ooh.
nice.
More fisting.
Threat. That's a good
So
call.
clearly what?
I was gonna say clearly these two girls met when they were very, very young, and at some point in their teens realized that they were two separate women. However, decided to still fuck the same guy?
Apparently that was just part of their plan all along. Fucking the same guy.
It's really feeling more like that Dean Koontz book that I talked about an hour ago.
On his throat. How?
In his throat.
Right. Did she make a motion toward her throat?
She did, yeah.
Like I said before, it was 3, something like that. I walked in, saw Simon.
Mm-hmm.
He was on the floor of the living room.
Mm-hmm.
His throat had been cut.
Wait, what?
So on
There was little blood.
In the living room?
at 12:02 on July 3rd,
Instead,
1994, she's admitting that she walked in to find his throat cut on the living room. What was the previous clip?
June 27th.
Okay, so that's
Oh, June 30th was the previous one, and that was July 3rd. So this is sounding like Eve walked in on dead Simon. So did Hannah do it?
kind of leaning that way. Hannah's the one who said that she saw him dead on the 30th.
No, Eve.
Right?
She didn't say she saw him dead in here.
Okay.
She just talked about his throat.
on his
Oh, yeah.
throat.
In his
In
throat.
his throat.
How?
How?
I don't
Okay,
get
so
it.
she said in his throat, how? And Eve is the one who said she saw his
Dead on the living room floor.
dead in the living room floor. Okay.
Her
This is
story
Eve
that
again.
she'd waited for him to come back.
Oh.
She put on my wig, some of my clothes, pretended to be me.
Mm.
They talked.
Mm.
She'd enjoyed being me. He said he wanted to be with me. Then he took out a present. Another mirror. Just like the one he'd given her earlier. That unique present. She went crazy, smashed the mirror. They argued, screamed. He hit her. So she grabbed a piece of the mirror and just swung it round. She cut his throat clean open. She'd only meant to scare him off.
Okay.
So
so
now
what-
it's she cut his throat open, but she had intended just to scare him off, so she did not intend to kill him.
Yeah, but that was the wife, Hannah, because she was pretending to be Eve and got mad because he gave her a gift of his affection, the unique gift, which was the exact same gift he had given Hannah as well.
Right.
So she flipped out because it was obviously a bunch of lies that it was a unique gift. But is there a way to get a confession out of this? No.
So
Alibi? The one clip we've already seen.
I mean, I'm fairly convinced that Hannah killed him.
Hannah killed Simon. Damn it.
Killed? Oh, blonde what?
Blonde wig we've already searched. Killed. Couple. Like, I'm pretty convinced we got to the end, but we also got to the end based on one person blaming it on somebody else, not a confession of guilt.
No, that's completely true. It was confusing, and then one twin blamed it on the other.
Slit throat.
Blood?
Hide body. Blood. Oh, there's
We
a
got
couple new ones on
Two
blood.
new ones. Yeah.
Nothing like this has ever happened to me before.
No.
Blood. It's probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
Okay.
Okay.
She was sat behind him. She had my wig on. And she'd been there all day. And she had blood on her. And she was in shock.
So wait, now it's saying that one of the twins had blood before he was murdered?
Well, no. I don't think it's saying before. I think it's more of the same confession, of Eve saying that Hannah did it.
Okay.
But I don't know what else to search to get anywhere else in this.
It looks like we've gotten over halfway % of the clips.
I think.
I
Are
mean,
you
other
done?
than searching like Hannah and Eve, which show up more of clips.
Oh, I can actually type now.
Oh, hey. Okay. Why?
Oh, you can only type yes or no.
Oh.
That's why you can
how's
only
it going
type.
down there? You done? Yes or no? Okay. Huh.
I mean, so if we say.
So we have we decided that it was Hannah?
I mean, I think I did, but like I said, it's not from an admission from Hannah. It's from somebody else blaming it on her. Hide?
I'm inclined to agree, but because the game doesn't give a clear solution...
Bin.
Oh, wait.
Another clip of some type.
I left the next day, Saturday.
Uh-huh.
I slept for a few hours in the car. And when I woke up, I came straight back.
Uh-huh.
Simon wasn't returning my calls and I wanted to try and make up. I got back to the house and Simon wasn't there. And I... Excuse me.
What is that, morning sickness? Well, that sounded gross.
That did sound gross. Simon wasn't there, and then I... Blah.
And then I blah.
Pregnant. Have we searched pregnant? I'm sure we have. Morning sickness. Have we searched son and daughter?
Daughter.
Okay. Miscarriage, we've searched.
And
Vomit?
oh,
Oh, hey.
End.
Nice.
And
Good job.
No, he was as shy as me. I asked a friend to ask him out for me. We had our first date at the Odeon in North End. We went to see Whiskey Business. I had on my mum's best dress. Simon paid. He bought me a Whisper, and I was worried about getting chocolate on my teeth.
okay.
Alright.
Yes, like a story. A beginning, a middle, and an end.
That was pointless.
Okay. I parked up in the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer.
Uh-huh.
I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper, but he wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly in the living room. Nothing. So I walked upstairs to the bedroom and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
So is Eleanor a new name?
No, Eleanor was Doug's wife, but we searched. I think we searched for her. Oh, we got a couple more with Eleanor.
Alright.
Yeah. I've been round to Doug and Eleanor's and they're very worried. I feel sorry for them.
Okay.
Okay.
1984 was an awful year in the end. We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring and my parents died in the summer. It was a hot summer, a heat wave. So when they discovered the bodies, it was just awful.
Talk about our parents' bodies, I'm
Because of the
assuming.
circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police.
Wait.
A forensic entomologist. I had to look that up. It was because of the heat. It's just awful.
Because of the heat. Wait, who died because of heat?
So is she saying her parents died because they couldn't afford AC?
No, because her parents died from the mushrooms.
But now she's saying they died from the heat.
Somebody died from the heat.
Okay, I'm sorry, somebody died from
Yes. I speak with Eleanor at least once a day. Not that there's anything much to say. It's more just...
So she speaks with Eleanor once a day and then she spilled coffee on herself.
Is coffee a clue? Well, coffee
It
brings
is.
up, it brings up things.
Black coffee, thanks. No sugar. Sweet enough as it is.
Aw,
Sure,
you're so sweet.
About 8 years back. It was a present to myself. I shouldn't even be drinking coffee with the baby. It's been hard trying to give it up. I think they say you can have 1 cup.
Okay.
She doesn't seem sweet anymore.
Coffee, I guess. Milk and sugar.
Okay, was that supposed to be a way to distinguish who's who?
That seemed like one of them was genuinely concerned about the fact that she couldn't have non-coffee drinks anymore, and the other one was like, yeah, I guess I'm supposed to drink coffee in public, so give me coffee.
Well, and the one was like she wants it black, and this
Right.
one's like milk and sugar.
Right, yep, that's a good point. Dark blue was milk and sugar, light blue was black.
Actually,
Black coffee, thanks.
Oh.
No sugar.
wait, is this the same
Sweet enough
person?
as it is.
Okay, so, wait, what was the date on that? July 2nd.
Oh, and June 18th. June 18th was the black.
Okay.
July 2nd was the milk and sugar.
Coffee, I guess. Milk and sugar.
So they've got to be maybe 2 different people?
Oh my god.
Are we supposed to assume that one person likes their coffee the same way every day? I mean, that's the
don't-
way I take it, but...
That's the way I take it normally too, but how can we get this to link to the murder that they've admitted to?
And we've got...
Oh, we got the
all-
first clip. We got the first clip. Yay!
But we've got all of the last clips except the second to last.
Nobody's confessed. How about I did it?
Wow. All right.
Did I pass? Sorry, I messed it up with all that Rapunzel stuff. Do you need me to do that card again?
Oh, so it is a psyche valve for sure.
Uh-huh. That's what it looks like.
Yes, this is it. He made it himself. It's a special one-off. He made it. He decorated it. That's his thing. Where did you find it?
She did it?
Obviously. Hannah did it?
Murderer. Damn it.
Oh, nice try.
Uh,
Guilty.
Guilty's a good one. Guilty.
Oh, we got a new one.
Yes. I thought about telling Hannah. I felt guilty after the kiss. But
Yeah, we know a
I
lot
feel
about
like
that.
this was the way it should be. Sharing. Like we had before. He never mentioned her to me. There was the Simon with me and the Simon with her. It was almost like it was a different Simon.
Do you think Simon had a twin?
But
Son of a bitch. Why are we making this more complicated?
Simon's twin. Damn it.
Wait. Shouldn't there be an apostrophe in Simon's?
Could be.
No.
Police. There's a new
You got
clip
a new
with
one.
police.
when will the police let me back in the house? And they let me take a bag of clothes with me, but
I don't. Weapon. No. Mirror. We already looked up mirror. Shard. So we looked up glass, right?
Right. Have we looked up killer?
I'm tempted to say I mean, Hannah did it, because I don't know where else to go from here.
I mean, it definitely points toward Hannah doing the crime. So if we tell Chit Chat that Hannah did it, do we win?
I don't know, because we'd have to be saying, are we done?
Hannah. Can we say Hannah?
You
No,
can't
we just
type
have to say
anything
yes or no.
except Y or N is the only thing. Like, there's a Y. I'm just doing keyboard scrolling. The only thing that lets go in there is Y or N.
I mean, should we say why? We've said N every time, right?
I haven't said anything anytime.
Okay. Maybe we should say N, because we're still not sure. Archive PC says no. Okay, hang it. Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
Buzz when you're done. That's it.
That's useless.
So then we just have to go back to this thing.
Say why.
Oh, but what do you mean buzz? Buzz when I'm done? But I'm not done. What if I'm done? Oh, I can't do anything anymore. Oh, I think I call him.
Oh.
Okay, so I'll call him. What else could we... Here, let's take a short break. Bathroom, beer.
Okay.
Oh, I feel we're close.
We've got to be like knocking on the door of this criminal.
But there's got to be a confession, right? Not just somebody else saying somebody else did it.
You know what? This bathroom beer break, I'm gonna look up and see if there's like an end sequence that we are not initiating.
Okay.
Okay.